y'all, welcome and welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Morgan and we love creepy stuff over here. Creepy stories, creepy movies, creepy legends, any and all of that we do here, and if you would love that, I would love to have you here. Please check out below for more information. If you want to send in your own paranormal story for me to read in those videos, that'll be linked below. That email address will be. All my other social medias are there. It's just like a little lifeline down there, so please check it out. Now, something else we do on this channel, it's not my most popular series by any means, but it makes me happy, so I'm gonna keep doing it, and that is a series that I do every Friday called Hidden Gem Horror, where we highlight a movie that I feel like is not talked about enough. Whenever I was sitting down to think of what I wanted to highlight this week, I said it out loud and my husband was like, I haven't seen that one. So as difficult of a watch as this movie is, I am going to be rewatching it to make him watch it because I think he would enjoy it. But today we're going to be speaking all about The Lodge. Why did I say speaking? I feel like talking, it doesn't matter. Before I get into the plot, I do not think this is a movie for everyone. It has heavy subject matter. It's really heavy. It's draining. It really brings you down. It's a low vibrational movie. If you already don't feel the best mentally during the holidays, I don't know if this would be the right time for you to try it. There is an isolated feeling internally and externally in this movie just because of what's happening. So put all that into perspective before you decide on watching this one. Now, this is a relatively newer film. I think it came to the States in 2020. I think I maybe watched it, and no, I definitely watched it in 2020. But yeah, it's relatively newer, and I usually don't talk about newer films on this. It's usually just like obscure movies that no one talks about. But yeah, this one's newer, and I have heard more people talk about this, so I'm not the only one that's ever seen it. I will say I'm seeing people talk about it less and less, and I can't help but wonder if that is due to how heavy it is, because it's so heavy, but it's phenomenally done, and I do think people should talk about it more. So this film follows a family who has went through some recent trauma. Basically, mom and dad are together, and there's 2 kids, right? Well, dad decides to start researching this cult that essentially all Jim Jones, I'm trying to watch what I say, there was one survivor. He ends up finding the survivor, talking to her, and falling in love with her, and he leaves his wife for this woman. Well, the wife is so depressed from it that she takes her own life, and he ends up with this new woman, and the kids are older, so they understand what happened. And so for that reason, they really don't take it easy on the stepmom because they blame her. But in an attempt to get the family together, the dad is like, hey, we're all gonna go stay in a lodge for the holidays because we need time together. You guys need to get to know each other and we need to be a family. So they head out to this lodge. Pretty soon in, the dad has to leave for work, and it's just the stepmom and the kids. And we see footage from the cult that she was in. Things are just really hard. And then things start going missing around the house, including the stepmom's medication that she really needs because she's traumatized. And then things go from bad to worse. It is a really psychologically intense movie that I do recommend, but in the right circumstance for the right person, because the last thing I would want is for you to watch this and get in a really bad headspace when the holidays are already hard. You know what I mean? The feeling of isolation just from the stepmom's trauma, and then from just what happened with the mom, and then paired with the fact that they are isolated in this lodge because they get snowed in. It's just a lot. Also, for my friends that love animals, the dog does not make it in this movie. I recommend looking up on this website. I'm not sponsored or anything, obviously. I use this website. But figure out exactly when that happens. It's shown a few times, but the website does have timestamps, I'm pretty sure. Avoid that. It's very sad. It is so sad, and I hated it. That was literally awful. Can I be so honest? I don't like it when like horror movies include animal death. Like, what are you doing? What's the reason? It just seems like such a cheap shot. I get it a little bit more with movies like this that are just psychologically tormenting, but like The Conjuring, you didn't have to do that. Like movies like that, I don't like it. It seems like a cheap shot. If The Strangers Pray at Night can have those mass crazy people go into a cabin with a dog and they just pet the dog and leave it alone, you can too. I have faith in you. Anyways, that is all for this video. I will link below where to watch The Lodge because I'm not sure where it's streaming as of right now, but I will put it in the description. If you've seen this, let me know. If you watch it, let me know. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow.